Smartphones. The more connected we become to them, the more disconnected we are to each other. Although they can be detrimental to the human experience, they have benefited the world in many ways. Regardless of where people are from, smartphones have affected us in both negative and positive ways.
Smartphones have been around in one form or another since 1993. In 2000, email and internet became available to the people on phones. Then in 2000, the first iPhone came out and introduced touchscreen, sensitive to the touch of a finger. Now, in 2014, each time there is a new smartphone, it comes out with new advancements such as a front-facing camera and FaceTime.
It's a product of endless information, a denominator in the world of technology, the smartphone. And some say its popularity is putting other machines to rest.
No matter what your position is on smartphones, no one can deny that their impact on the economy is very substantial. Since the App Store was created in 2007, it has employed over 400,000 people. It is estimated that this number may grow to over 700,000 people by 2016.
I'm a tech reporter for The Next Web. I've been a tech reporter for about 8 years. Sort of the rise of mobile, especially since the introduction of the iPhone, has changed that landscape where it used to just be about computers, and now most of what most tech reporters, most tech sites are writing about now are smartphones and mobile and apps, and it's really created this ecosystem in Silicon Valley of people who are just creating apps for mobile in order to get rich quick.
Not only has the smartphone industry affected jobs, but last year, the Deloitte accounting firm predicted U.S. investment in 4G networks could account for $73 billion to $151 billion in GDP growth. Although all of this is very positive for the economy, it has had a negative effect on some smaller businesses in the cell phone industry. As smartphones quickly become the most popular devices for people everywhere, companies like Nokia that started manufacturing smartphones late in the game have had trouble keeping up.
I have 422 friends, yet I'm lonely.
Smartphones have changed our society and human interaction as well as revolutionized the social world. They are addictive devices that compromise the interactions between individuals. They impose a risk to relationships due to miscommunication and constantly distracting people. With social media, there is less real oral communication, and it also limits people's face-to-face interaction. Smartphones offer us multiple ways of communicating, but often lead to dangerous situations.
You should be doing all day. You should be checking your smartphone. You should be, updating whatever social network or playing whatever game you're playing. And it really does take you out of what's going on in your surroundings, which is unfortunate.
The thing is, you need to build an ability to just be yourself and not be doing something. That's what the phones are taking away.
Yes.
I think these things are toxic. Especially for kids. It's just this thing. It's bad, and they don't look at people when they talk to them, and they don't build the empathy.
Talking to people who are younger than me, younger journalists, and teenagers, I know that there's a different status in growing up. And when you're giving children smartphones at such a young age, adults, you'll catch adults doing this all day, just looking at their smartphone, which means they're not looking up and they're not actually partaking in what's going on around them. So when you give that to children, you're setting a precedent that it is, that's what you should be doing all day.
Smartphones have different effects on different age groups and relationships. One of the main relationships that smartphones affect are child and parent relationships. UA psychology professor Timothy Cavell says that the early years of childhood are when the brain is most susceptible to suggestion and molding. Parents who use these devices as a means for escaping awkward situations are compromising their children's ability to cope in their future. It's like giving someone a solution to a puzzle without letting them try to solve it.
Smartphones are an amazing and revolutionary technology that should be taken advantage of. However, the classroom is simply not the place to be using this polarizing technology. The problem that smartphones pose in school is that students are constantly connected socially, academically, and to the internet. One major learning outcome of high school and college is to prepare kids for careers in the world by teaching them how to learn independently and think for themselves. The constant connectivity provided by smartphones inhibits this vital learning process. The end result is students that graduate from high school and college that lack the self-regulation strategies necessary to buckle down and complete tasks independently in the workplace.
Some people love them, some people hate them, but no matter what your position is on them, it's hard to deny that smartphones are an innovation that impacts almost everyone's daily lives. So, as the presence of smartphones rapidly rises, you have to ask yourself, are smartphones really all that smart?